Am I live? Am I going? Am I streaming? I am. Cool. Let's see if we get anybody coming up in the chat. I'm on YouTube now. Could you hand me my water bottle, please? Sable is still helping me even on my live streams. Thank you, Sable.
Darcy being quiet for you?
He's being a good boy. Part of it's probably because I'm just sitting here doing makeup and he's not as worried about that. I am going to finish my makeup and I will be here until 3:30. There's one person watching. Hello, one person. I can't see who that one person is. One person. I don't know who you are, but hello. Not right now. Okay, I'm going to finish my makeup and then I will move on to some Halloween stories. Pull my wig back on as it slides. Let's get some stitches on my face. I'm not going to have any music on this one. I was having music on my Instagram one. But because this is YouTube, I don't want to push it. Actually, I have a rag over here. Where is it? Where'd my rag go? There it is. While I was working on this makeup on Instagram, I didn't really notice how much I had changed my face shape by doing all this contour. But then when I switched over to YouTube and the screen was bigger, I was like, ooh, okay then. I know this is turning into a little Joker-esque, but I've done a lot of Joker makeup, so that's just stuck in my head now. It's kind of a basic for me now. We need a touch up on the white. That's not enough paint. Try that again. At are looking for. Yeah. Okay. More stitches. And my neighbor blasts his music because he wants me to get copyright issues. Okay. Stitches because Tim Burton. That one patch on my forehead. Can't see it as well on this screen. That's better. Because I can see it in my mirror and it does not look good. My expressions look odd with the eye sockets. Woohoo! Still only got the one person. Sad day. Well, I hope I can entertain the one person. That's what I'm going for. Lipstick, and then I'm going to do some highlights, and we'll move on from there. Red. What is this? There we go. That's the kind of lipstick I'm using. Got the lipstick on one side. Got the lip gloss on the other. It looks bizarre with the makeup on. Okay. All right, how pink do you think that looks? I think that looks a little too pink, so that's why we have the bright red lip gloss. Can't English. Once I get the lipstick on, I'll be able to tell stories, but who else struggles with putting on lipstick and talking? I'm sure everyone. And I'm just going to leave that. I'm not going to touch it anymore because I don't want my wig sticking to it any more than it already is. Oh, my wig cap's all the way back here. That's why I'm struggling. Let's adjust this. Move the screen down because I'm short. That's better. Short people problems. I forgot I put that in there. That's from Wonderland Hearts on Etsy, and she's also on Instagram. Check her out. Not sponsored, but we have a little agreement going on at the moment. A wig cap. Trying not to get face paint rubbed off while I'm putting a wig on. Yeah. Oh, hello, Skelly Hand. You're in my way. Okay, that's better. Adjust these clippies to keep it out of my face. Jack's okay. That's good. Let's do the highlights. That's what I was doing next. Highlights. Where is this liquid eyeliner is not actually liquid eyeliner. It is all dried out and there is nothing in there, but I use the brush for tiny details. So we got the cheapest cream face paint I can find because I am a broke cosplayer. And I'm going to do the highlights on my stitches and my eye sockets. Let's do an eye socket highlight. The song I was playing on my Instagram is still stuck in my head, but I should not be singing it on YouTube. What do you think? Passable? We're going to go with passable. Good enough. Because I did this in a very short period of time. I usually take 2 hours to do my makeup, and I did this in about 40. Oh, and on Instagram, but I hadn't said on here yet. Oh, hello, second person. There's a second person on here now. Yay. Can anyone say baby YouTuber? But train of thought gone. Okay, never mind. It wasn't that important. Glob. Okay. Stitch highlights. Okay. Last time I did this makeup, just to practice, I showed Sable Audio, my brother, and at first, because of how I highlighted it, he thought I had actually liquid latex yarn to my face. Okay, distracted. But goes to show it takes just a little bit of highlighting. Makes all the difference. All right, I think I'm going to leave my makeup where it is, except for one little thing that I had an idea for, because I thought it would be cute. Since I'm not wearing my white turtleneck that I normally wear under this, there was something else I thought I could do that would be cute, since I have exposed real estate going on here. It's over my finger now. Okay. Plop. Goop. I suppose I will start the Halloween stories for my peoples. The first Halloween costume that I remember having-ish, I was 3, and I just barely remember a couple little things from that. Most of it being people going, "Oh, you're so cute, you're so cute, you're so cute." And I'm going, yeah, shut up. I've been sassy for couple decades now. But I was a bumblebee when I was 3 years old. And my mom is still very proud of that costume. It was a thrifted find, I believe. And it was just a very furry, round bumblebee costume with a hood that had the little antenna sticking off. So on occasion, if I find a bumblebee costume in a thrift store, I'll go and put it on in the changing room real quick and be like, "I'm a bumblebee again." But the only bumblebee costumes that fit me now are the sexy ones. So she's like, "No, don't put that on. Go change." I don't normally wear sexy costumes anyway. Not my thing. It's just a joke if I ever wear one. I am not that comfortable showing off a whole lot of stuff. My next Halloween costume after the bumblebee, I can't remember if I was 4 or 5, but I was Sleeping Beauty. I was Aurora, and I wanted the pink dress, but we found a blue dress that worked better than what pink dress I wanted, and it was just a blue long sleeve velvet dress that kind of trailed on the ground behind me. Very pretty. And we went and got professional photos done at Walmart when that was still a thing. And a lot of those pictures actually came out really nicely. I remember being super confused that I wasn't supposed to smile in them, because when I was a little kid, you're always getting told to smile. Sorry, I keep looking at the screen and I'm blind. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I have to get closer. But I was always told to smile in pictures, so when I was told not to smile, I'm going, where is this coming from? But the pictures where I wasn't smiling actually turned out pretty good, and they look better than the ones where I was smiling, because then I was smiling a crazy 5-year-old super excited smile, you know. Let's see. The next costume I remember, oh no, Aurora, I think I was 4, because I believe 5 was when I was a witch. My whole family were doing witches, and my mom was pregnant with Sable at the time, so she was a very pregnant witch. Had to get a bigger dress for her, a stretchy one. And my dad was a witch. He chose to be a female witch and weirded a lot of people out because he had fake boobs on. Well, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'll have to move the camera. Hang on. Bump that down. But then, because my dad was a green-skinned witch with a hideous long nose and warts and all that, and my mom was following a similar idea, I'll just blind you while I'm doing this. They were trying to get me to be a green witch, and I was like, no, I don't want to be a green witch. I want to be a sparkly witch. So we got the black dress for me, and it was all ready. And then I wanted sparkles. So we covered that costume in sparkles and got sparkle hairspray and glitter face paint. And it was just iridescent glitter. And I was a sparkly witch, and I was very happy about it. I felt so proud. That side of the heart went way too big. Can you guys even see that on the screen? Yeah, okay, you can. I'll just make this one match the best I can. I don't normally paint anything but my face. I guess I need to practice that more since I'm planning on doing prosthetics in the future and more body paint. I actually plan to get Made You Look's body paint line soon. It's going to be on my Christmas list because I already spent money for birthday stuff on Lolita that should be coming in by my birthday, and that's why I already spent it. I spent it so the things would come in on my birthday in December because shipping is crazy right now, and so is the post office. That's a little crooked, but oh well. We're gonna go with it. Ooh, don't go more crooked. That's not what we're going for. And once this dries, I'll make it a broken heart. There we go. But I guess the crooked kind of works, doesn't it? Let me put my distance glasses on so I can see what you guys are looking at. Glasses kind of match the outfit I have going on with red glasses. Yeah. I'm a little old lady. Can't see squat. You guys can kind of see that. I should outline it with black so you can see it a little better. As a sparkly witch, I was very... Whoa, there is white paint on my collar. Phooey! Phooey. Other bad words. I will wipe it off later. It's just cream paint, so it should come off. I got black cream paint on one of the white parts of my dresses earlier. That's not fun. And it is a broken heart. What is going on here? Don't do that. Not my favorite. Not my favorite, but it's on my chest now. Do some little lines on my neck. Alrighty then. Sparkly Witch, that's where I was. We visited one of our used to be neighbors, now friends. Even though we moved, they were still friends, neighbors. And the male of the couple, male-female couple, decided it would be funny to scare me. So he wasn't there when the woman opened the door. And I was wondering where he is because he always opens the door with her. They're a very close couple and do everything together. So it was odd that he was not there. And they told me not to go looking for him because he was busy getting his costume on. I like that better. Okay, that works. And I was like, okay, he's getting his costume on. I won't bother him. I mean, I wanted to take my time with getting my costume on. Voila! It's as done as it's going to get. I'm going to start doing clothing alterations because I have a pile of stuff over here so that I can work on while I chatter. But I need to wipe these brushes off first. Anyway, our friend was getting his costume on, and I was like, okay, whatever. And we were standing around chatting, and then he came out of a door that was off to the side of the living room. It wasn't the bedroom that they told me he was in, getting changed into his costume. So when he came out and he was wearing this super ghoulish, zombie-ish mask and then a dark blue cloak with mold and moss on it. Fake, of course. And he did this really awful scream that horrified me. And I ran and hid behind the couch, and then I didn't want to come out. And I held a grudge for quite a while. I was not happy with him for about the next year. Because back then especially, I would get scared really easily. And that was not good. Makeup stuff goes back in the makeup box. I have a whole box of makeup stuff on the floor here. Oh. I will need to wash my brushes after this. It's a cotton candy tub. How fun is that? Oh, Mano. Oh, and Sable got this for me for, picture. There's a picture on it, but it doesn't want to come that way. There we go. Sable got this for me for my birthday last year. Because I was planning a trip to Japan, but we all know how that turned out towards the beginning of this year. Here's the back of it. He actually thrifted this. This was a good find. I have another clip, but I like this one better. Let go of me. And get back in your spot. Get back in your cell. Robin Williams reference. Can I drink water any louder? First time was better. And I have a little baddie bat clip too. And let's see. Oh, he's falling apart. He's breaking. No. It's the baddie bat. Baddie bat? Get in your spot. How much did I smear that? I don't want to know. I don't want to know how much I smeared that. We're going to ignore it. For this costume, I also have my little skelly hand that I wore for my Drag King video. Or I have these gloves, and I'm going to wear these. Put that over there because it's messy and I don't want it near my sewing stuff. Excuse me. Glove. That is the wrong hand. Okay, after Sparkly Witch, what did I do? I think I'm missing a year because the next one I remember. I was a princess zombie, and that was the first year I went really creepy, and I also painted my pumpkin creepy too, but I think I was 7 for that. I don't remember what I was for Halloween for 6 years old. Nope. Don't remember. Oh, do you guys want to see more of my costume now that I have as much together as I'm going to get together? I'll back up the camera a bit and scooch the table very gently. Shh. There's a ring light behind the table, so I have to be careful not to knock that over. Da, 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 da. These I got from Wish. The dress I got from Wish. The wig I got from Wish. Hang on. Tights I got from Wish. Wish isn't the greatest, especially now since I've been buying from Amazon, but I started buying from Wish first. But I love how the skirt flares out. I'm going to have to get a bigger size and probably get it from Amazon this time because it looks like it's cheaper on Amazon too. I love how it has little skelly toes. Skelly toes. I usually wear flats with this costume or with these tights, period. And the flats cut off just at the very edge of the skelly toes, so it looks like I have skeleton feet. It's really cool. I'm barefoot right now because I'm at home and I'm not going anywhere. Let's sew on some buttons. Not those glasses. These are my distance glasses. That would give me a headache trying to sew with distance glasses on. Reading glasses. Again. Little old lady. I smeared that like crazy. Close enough. We're going to leave it. Let me grab the first thing that needs buttons. This dress, I need to put buttons back on. Hello. I need to put buttons back on this dress. I got it for myself, but it ended up being just a little too small because it only fits me if I'm at my thinnest and least muscly, and that's a really hard point for me to get to. I did add some extra elastic in there, but that still didn't help enough. So I took the extra elastic out. Yeah, that's the back of the dress. And the front has these cute little buttons. I lost the buttons that match these that go on the back. So I'm adding my own buttons that match it well enough, and I'll be sending it to a thrift store where I got it from. technically a little kid's dress, but you do what you can do. I mean, I'm 5 foot, 120 pounds, so kid stuff fits me just fine. Got my buttons in a little plastic cup because I didn't want them running away. And I will be taking my gloves off to sew because I can't feel squat in these. I should have done this for the thumbnail. That would have been cool. Did I just rub off all my makeup? Some of it. Stop that. My hands are free. And let's talk about the Zombie Princess Halloween. We thrifted, my mom helped me thrift that's not white thread. Where's my white thread? Hang on. I had white thread. I grabbed some. Did it roll away? I don't see it. There it is. I moved it over here, and I am blind without my glasses, so of course I didn't see it. Needles. Isn't this cute? I have random orange threads hanging out because I was working on my one of my other Halloween characters for Envious Eye Arts Hugo Comics. I also have a little deal with her, even though she's not sponsored either. But she made my hellhound puppy, hell puppy character that comes up in some of my videos, especially if I'm covering up me being angry or blurring out any swear words. What needle should I use? That one's bent. That one's seen better days. Can you even see that? Let's go with this one. I usually sew with needles that have the bigger eye in them since I have trouble seeing. And a lot of that trouble seeing comes from my muscular issues. I have too many to count. Yeah, that looks kind of cool on my makeup. Love making faces with my makeup and seeing what works, what doesn't. Odd faces come out in pictures pretty well, actually. Get some white thread. As my zombie princess, as I was saying, we thrifted the dress, and it was this. My neighbors have construction going on, of course, while I'm live streaming. Anyway, we thrifted this medieval black velvet dress, and it was very costumey. It was definitely a costume, but it was only like $3. So my mom thought we'd go ahead and get it because even if I didn't wear it for Halloween, I would always wear it for something else. I was playing dress up all the time. Hello. What is my channel? And I got Sable to dress up too. We have some pictures of him. I don't know if he'll hate me. Hang on. I don't know if he'll hate me for saying this, but we have some pictures of him wearing my little costume dresses, and he didn't mind wearing them. I mean, occasionally he'll wear them as jokes now, if they fit him. Hardly any of my dresses fit him anymore because he's trying to get to 6 feet tall. Apparently, he's eating us out of house and home. That didn't work. But I got the medieval dress, and for Sable, we found Venom Spider-Man, the Black Spider-Man, not his name is gone. Spider-Verse, main character in the Spider-Verse, Mike Morales. There we go. Not that, but Venom Spider-Man, where he has the symbiote on him. And it was a full suit, and it had added little padding for muscle, so it was cute that teeny tiny Sable was wearing that. I wore my medieval dress, and I was like, I don't want to be a princess. I was a princess as Sleeping Beauty, and I was a princess at this time and another time, and I was princess for a number of things for school. And I was just tired of being a princess and everybody going, hey, you look so cute. I almost knocked that on the floor. Those are my buttons. So I was like, what can I do to be less cute in this medieval dress? I forgot to put my bobby pins back in for my wig cap. Oops. So I wanted to be a zombie, and my mom helped me do my makeup, and I wanted blood. And she was like, are you sure? I said, yes, I want blood. I don't want to be cute. I want to be vicious. Oh, I have a third person. Hello, third person. Whenever you came in, sorry, I can't see the screen. Continuing, let's see. I'm doing this video until 3:30, so hang around for that. I'll be continuing with my costume and Halloween stories and doing clothing alterations. So I got my bloodied costume and makeup, and one of my favorite pictures that we have of me in that costume is we had a black cat at the time. And I took a picture of me holding her outside so her eyes were glowing, and I was all bloody and zombie-ish in a medieval dress, holding a black cat with an old gnarled dying tree behind me because we lived out in the middle of nowhere. And it looks awesome. I love that picture. Hold this up a little more so you guys can see what I'm doing. I could use a thimble. I have my thimble over here. This thimble, it's a little butterflies, I use for my Mad Hatter cosplay. I have 3 of these, but I've only been able to find 2. One of them went missing when we moved last. Hello. I can't do a special thing with that. But I got laughing in the background because she's responding to my video. But I use these for my Mad Hatter, and I have 3 of them, but since one of them went missing the last time we moved, I haven't been using them for my Mad Hatter look. My Matter look. And we're going to go back to the zombie story. I couldn't do blood, of course, for when I went to school, so it was just the medieval dress and a little bit of light gray makeup to make me look a little more dead. Tie this one off. Except when I was when I was at school in the medieval dress. No, wait. There was a year that I was sick for Halloween that was happening at school. Halloween was actually on the weekend. So that might have been that year because I don't remember. But the next year was coming up, so that might have been the one I missed. I think it was the next year that I missed. Yeah. Because the next year, that is itchy and I can't scratch it. But the next year, my brother and I found dragon costumes at the thrift store. Sable got a little Asian dragon, purple and red, with the little curly Q mustaches. It was a hood, so it was like a onesie with the it had gloves that flopped over the hands so you could have claws. And I found an American dragon, The American Dragon. Anybody remember that show? I want to rewatch the first season. After the first season, they changed animators and producers, and then it just got funky, and they didn't stick to the storyline that the original season had. Anywho, I found a green and yellow dragon. A green and yellow dragon onesie that also had the hood, and it had wings, and my bat is stabbing me. He's coming off. That little broken bit was digging into my neck. See if you can see that. Shove that button through the hole. There we go. But I had a green and yellow dragon, and I was very excited about that. And that year we went to like a tailgate circle of trick-or-treating instead of going out for trick-or-treating. And for that year, I kept getting mistaken as a boy. I got a whole bunch of little kids asking, Mommy, why does that boy have long hair? Because my hair kept sneaking out from inside my costume, inside the hood. And my hair came down past my butt. So it was obvious that I'd have long hair. I lost track of how many times I heard that question from the little kids that were also at that Halloween tailgate thing. That's not working. But the first one, I was like, I look like a boy? What? No, I don't. But then I realized that 7-year-old me, I'm small, and wearing a green dragon suit that covers everything except my face, and even that's covered a bit because the dragon's nose hangs down to about here. So I took my hood off for that first little girl, and I was like, I am a girl. And I still identify as female. Thank you. Ooh, that didn't work. Pull tight. Pull tight. It does not want to. It says no. But then I heard that question or got that question so many times throughout that night, and I was like, wearing a dragon costume does not make me male. Cut that shorter. I think I have to just redo that. That's going to come off. Yeah. Button. I have a seam ripper. There it is. Seam ripper. And then I didn't get to wear the dragon costume to the Halloween parade at school because I had a cold, and I was so mad. I wanted to go even just for the parade, but I had a fever, so I wasn't allowed to go. And I wanted to show off that costume, but then after getting asked if I was a boy that many times at the tailgate thing, I didn't want to wear that costume again. I outgrew it, and Sable wore it the year after because he finally grew into it. Trying to think. Oh yeah, Mom was a dragon tamer. She's adding things. Are you listening? Are you watching the video? Is there lag? Oh yeah. But Mom was a dragon tamer, and it looked cool. Trying to think of what I did the next year. I remember there was a year that I was a cat, but that was only for my gymnastics class. And that was fun because I had a black velvet leotard that had long sleeves so I wouldn't freeze. And then we added a black velvet tail to it with some wire so it would hold its shape, and I had a mask. A cat mask that was a strip and then a nose and then ears, and it was a headband. All in one piece. Let me get this in the right place and then I can keep going. Can't multitask. There we go. What was I after a dragon? I don't remember. Okay, fast forward to... Oh, trying so desperately to remember what I was in 5th grade. That wasn't it. Why can't I remember what I was in 5th grade? I can remember what I was when I was 3. Huh? Yeah. Do you remember? I was. Okay. Thank you, Mommy. For 5th grade, I was Princess Buttercup from Princess Bride. We found a bride's dress at a thrift store. So many of my costumes are thrift store finds. I mean, I have a whole bunch of Halloween thrift hauls now because of that. There we go. And Sable was Wesley. He was the man in black. He didn't wear most of his costume, though. We had the band to go around over his eyes, and he didn't like wearing that. And he didn't keep the headpiece, the head bandana, on very long either, and had boot cuffs that go over his sneakers, and those didn't stay on very long either. And these buttons are attached. And my mom was a witch that year. I remember that. And then there was a year she was Cat in the Hat, and she's been a Cat in the Hat a couple of times. There we go. We got buttons on the back of this dress. Oh, I never showed you guys the brand. If you want to see where this dress is from, there you go. My next little sewing project. What time is it? I got a half hour left on here. No, come back. It's running. It's running. Oh. This clip does not want to hold where I put it. This one's staying. Thank you, Wonderland Hearts. You make clippies that stay. This one I got from, I want to say, Target. You get what you paid for, huh? There we go. All right. You guys might have seen this jacket. I thrifted it in one of my videos, my Halloween thrift haul. I'm going to take off the cheap little buttons and add real military buttons. Where's that bag? There it is. And I have thread that matches this coat. Almost. Kind of. Oh. But I have real military. I have real real military buttons and patches that I ripped off of actual Air Force jackets because I got those Air Force jackets, 3 of them, for $5 a piece at a garage sale, and then they turned out to have red mold in them. Every single one. Ew. Ripped off the patches and buttons to get my money's worth out of them, and then they went in the trash. Wig. You know what? Braid in the back. Wig on my head. You can't see the braid anyway. Why is that going off? Okay, stop that. That's better. Alrighty. So let's get some buttons. Ta-da! Buttons! Let me get a big one so it's easier to see. There we go. Button. Air Force button. I just gotta make sure they're all the same color when I put them on there because a couple of them were from older jackets and the coloring had started to come off or started aging and they don't look quite the same. Seam ripper. I had it over here. There it is. Seam rip these and put the buttons on. After I was Princess Buttercup, I was Michael Jackson. I remember that one because I pieced that costume together mostly of stuff I'd already owned since I couldn't find any pieces and I desperately wanted to be the at first I wanted to be Michael Jackson from Thriller, but I couldn't find the jacket or a jacket that would work that fit me. They were all way too big for 7th grader. Well, that was 7th grade, so it was 6th grade. I don't know. Cheap, fake Air Force buttons. What? Thank you. Thank you. 6th grade was Padme Amidala. I'm skipping stuff. No? Wait. Padme was in middle school. That was freshman year. Padme Amidala was freshman year. I was in ceramics class. I had to take it off. He wasn't 9. He was I think he was 11. Anyway, let's get the buttons on there. Anyway, Michael Jackson. Couldn't find the jacket. Yeah. Thank you for the likes. That won't come off. Ugh. Put some muscle into it. Couldn't find the Thriller jacket, so I went with the Billie Jean outfit, which I could mostly piece together from my own stuff. I had black pants, I had black jacket, I had white t-shirt, and all we had to get was the black hat, which was easy enough. And then I did the makeup based upon, I think it was Michelle Phan, who remembers when she was huge on YouTube forever ago. But I did my makeup based on her video. Except I also went a little more extreme. I made him look a little paler and contoured my face a little more drastically. And I didn't know at the time, but that was more like a drag makeup, which I do now. I have a drag video of Adam Lambert. Hang on. Can't multitask. Let's see. And I went to choir as Michael Jackson, and my choir teacher was excited about everybody's costumes, so she made us stand up and say who we were. Instead of saying who I was, I stood up, grabbed my hat, and did the hen thing, and stuck my leg out to the side, and everybody knew who I was, which was very amusing. And people were asking me, insisting I do multiple dances from some of his music videos. I had a lot of them memorized because of Michael Jackson Dance Experience, the video game on the Wii. So that was easy enough for me. And then let's jump to Padme Amidala. I pretty much made that costume myself. That one was very much a cosplay. I did do Zuko. I think Padme was first, though. Zuko from Avatar: Last Airbender, but Padme was first, I believe. But for Padme, I grabbed a red Snuggie and some red sweatpants, and I cut up the red sweatpants to be the little strip she has down in front with all the gold decorations, and for the gold decorations, it was just glitter glue and puffy paint. My buttons, my four groovy buttons. Who knows where that's from? Hope that's not copyright. It might be. Probably is. Mom knows where it's from, but she's the one who read it to me. Read it to me when I was, 11? I am such a child. Anyway, Padme Amidala, I also got an orange t-shirt, cut out the ovals and made them, stuffed them with polyfill, and then sewed them down to the bottom of the Snuggie, like her orbs. I want to redo that cosplay and make orbs that actually glow, because hers look like they glow, and that would be cool. Put some LEDs in there. And the headdress I made out of... The headdress I made out of a wreath... a wreath, half of a wreath base. Got one from Dollar Tree. No, wait. That one I got from Walmart. The Dollar Tree ones were sold out by the time I went looking for one. But I got it from Walmart and covered it with brown fabric I also got from the thrift store. I thrifted like some fuzzy brown pants and chopped them up and then made a sleeve and covered the wreath base. And then I got fake hair from Dollar Tree that was brown, and I wrapped that in the fake hair, the wreath covered in the fuzzy brown pants, and hot glued all that down. And then for her angled trapezoid looking things that are like face shield horse blinders, I just cut those out of cardboard, put some red fabric over them, put some gold fabric over them, hot glued all that down, hot glued it to the sides of the wreath base. And my wig is giving me a headache because I'm not wearing it correctly. Shame on me. And there was a hole in my lip. And then when I did Zuko from Avatar Last Airbender, he was red sweatpants that were way too big for me that I thrifted, a long sleeve red shirt I thrifted, a brown shirt for his vest that I thrifted, and I also altered it with some yellow fabric we had laying around and put his gold strips and accents on the brown vest. There's my thread. We also thrifted some black boots, and I put yellow stripes up the front with acrylic paint. And the acrylic paint was chipping off all day. I needed to get some fabric medium to make them stay, but that was not a thought at the time. Hiccups. And I also got a black wig that I still have. It needs more doctoring again. I didn't doctor it for Zuko because I didn't know about taking care of wigs the way I do now. And I just gelled the bejeebers out of it so it would lay flat because it was a spiky emo wig until I made it lay flat. But Zuko's hair looks pretty emo anyway once he has shaggy hair, because I did the shaggy hair Zuko, not the half bald ponytail Zuko. There we go. And then I also had a black cloak for his whole moody, I am the night, I am the darkness. Hang on. I'll get back to it. Hang on. Okay. After Zuko, I believe was my super serious cosplay, because I made it for a convention, Shoshomaru from Inuyasha. Because I started doing some other little cosplays, but they weren't for Halloween. I did Grell from Black Butler, Stein from Soul Eater. I did Soul Eater from Soul Eater. My friend did Maka so that we could be together on that one. What else did I do? Did some mimic Cheshire Cat type stuff because I have arm warmers that are stripedy and pink. I did Hature from Fruits Basket, but for Halloween, it was Shoshomaru, and he went to a convention later afterwards. And Shoshomaru was actually a clown outfit that I thrifted since it was all white. It was just a plain white clown outfit that you were supposed to piece together yourself, but I just wanted the top and the pants. Ta-da! Real Air Force buttons. Now those will last me a while, especially since I sewed them on myself. And I looped them through probably way too many times. But for Shoshomaru, I had a wig from Wish? No, I was still wearing a Party City wigs at that time. I hadn't gotten the Wish wigs yet. And I got a white fleecy blanket from a thrift store and made his Mokomoko the shoulder piece, the big fluffy thing. Mokomoko actually translates to fluffy fuzzy, so at my house it is the fluffy fuzzy. Oh, we got another little cheap button on this side. Taking that one off. Putting another little button on. And the actual Air Force buttons came with these little pins to make them stay in the jacket, which I thought was pretty clever, but I don't want to do that. I feel like the pins would stab me because I have the worst kind of luck with that. Bye-bye, little pin. Stay button. Stay a button. Please stay a button. Don't transform into anything else. Seam ripping. Oh, I might also be getting a headache because I'm not wearing my reading glasses. Hello, lady. Oh, it's my white face paint reflecting off my glasses. I was thinking, I cleaned these. Why do they look so dirty? Because my white face paint is reflecting. So that still might give me a headache. Where'd the cheap buttons go? There they are. Okay. Got 15 minutes left. And then I am out of here. Let's finish with Shoshomaru's rundown. Shoshomaru, after the white pants, the white pants, white top, the Mokomoko, and his armor, his black armor, I actually got a black dress, chopped it up, sewed it back together, and made it look like his armor, and then I had ridiculous amounts of Velcro all over me to have his pieces easily removable if I needed them to be, because I was at school, and if I got yelled at for having that much of an elaborate costume, which I did, because there were about 3 teachers there who did not like how I wore costumes all the time for anime club and for Spirit Week, and I'm like, it's Spirit Week, hello. You tell us to dress up and then you yell at us for it. Do as I say, not as I do. Hang on. Tying knots. Tying knots. Close enough. Which direction did I make these face? Towards me. Yes. Face that way. I have to make the buttons face the correct direction, because they face this way, so he needs to face that way. We'll need to wash this tablecloth after this. I got black face paint all over it. Just hope I'm not getting it all over my clothes that I'm putting on this table. I think it's dry. I hope. And further for Shoshomaru, the armor that hangs out over his shoulder, the spikes. I made that out of craft foam, and I still have it, and I still use it, and I will probably revamp it once I have good quality craft foam, but I'm still working with cheap craft foam. So I will just continue to clean up and strengthen the current spiked armor that I have until I have better craft foam to work with. There we go. And then, after Shoshomaru, was a lot of cosplay type costumes because I was seriously into cosplay by then. So all of my Halloween costumes and cosplays start blending together. I know I did Spider-Gwen. I specifically worked really hard to get lots of muscles and slim down for Spider-Gwen. So instead of making the costume, because I just bought it from AliExpress, I was altering myself physically instead of altering a costume. Still more work than an actual costume, making the costume, because I can make costumes pretty quickly these days. I was Jareth one year. I didn't like how his makeup turned out as much that year, though, compared to when I cosplayed him outside of Halloween, because I had less time to do his makeup. I did it an hour before school. And stop that and cooperate. 10 more minutes. What am I thinking? Yes? Yes, 10 more minutes. I can't math. Do the other sleeve, and then I'll probably be time. I guess I can share a little bit about the Shoshomaru convention since things are starting to blend together. When I went to the convention as Shoshomaru, as soon as I got through the door, I am not joking, I think it was about 5 seconds in walking through the door, my friend came up to meet me, who had already gotten to the hotel first, and something was wet on my table. And this girl cut in line in front of my friend to talk to me and was like, "Oh my God, you're Shoshomaru!" I haven't seen one this whole weekend. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I was like, "Okay, chill. I just got here." And she insisted she needed a picture right then and there. And she's like, "I'm sorry, I know you just got here," because I still had all of my bags on me and my whole costume wasn't completely set up yet. I had most of it on, but I still needed to adjust some pieces. But we went ahead and took a picture with her, and then she got a better picture later in the day of Shoshomaru without all the bags hanging off of him. And I had issues with having so much Velcro. These buttons are different. All right, hang on. I don't want the different buttons. Go with these. Thank you. And in amongst the group of cosplayers that I was with, I was the only recognizable character, super popular character, because I had one friend who was a dragon and another friend who was just a steampunk character and another one who was an elf of her own original character and design for D&D. That one's stuck. It won't let go. Okay, getting a different button. So I was the only one who was recognizable, and everybody wanted pictures with me. And then that group, everybody in the group wasn't happy with how everybody wanted pictures of me and none of them. And I felt bad for them because their costumes were cool. We had a steampunk dude and an awesome dragon lady. I can't scratch that. I should not scratch off my makeup. And then a really cool looking elf who had her own professional archer's bow. She actually could do archery. So she had a good bow going on there. but I was the only one they wanted pictures of, partially because I was the only Shoshomaru there, and then I'm 5 feet tall, so it was like, itty bitty Shoshomaru! You're so tiny! There was a Mad Hatter, and it was the Mad Hatter from the books, and not the any of the movies. He was the original Mad Hatter. He looked cool, and he kept wanting to take pictures of me. I'm not sure if he kept forgetting that he already got pictures of me, or if he just really enjoyed my costume and wanted lots of pictures. But he was constantly coming up and saying hi and, picture? Yeah, sure, picture. And so since that was only my second convention, I kept getting like lost, and I'd be standing there looking around all confused. And I heard a lot of, keep moving, Shoshomaru, move along, Shoshomaru. And I was like, I don't know where I'm going. Where am I supposed to move to? Especially since the convention had moved to a different hotel than where it had been the year before. Picking up trash, excuse me. Also at that convention, they had a really nice garden outside the hotel, so we went and took some cool pictures in front of the really vibrant flowers, which worked for Shoshomaru and for our dragon lady. She looked like she was in her element. And our dragon lady was Envious Eye Art, or Envious Eye Cosplay. She has 2 accounts. And one of the things I struggled with all the Velcro on my Shoshomaru costume was that I had the tail end of the Mokomoko that's supposed to trail behind him Velcroed to the back of my leg, because I didn't actually want it dragging on the ground since it was white. And I was at a convention, and white and conventions don't go together. But the Velcro on the back of my leg kept coming loose because all of the fur from the Mokomoko kept sticking to the Velcro instead of the Velcro attaching to itself. Meaning that once I'd finally get the Velcro attached to itself, there would be hair all over it and it wouldn't stick as well. I probably need more thread than that. The makeup for Shoshomaru wasn't all that hard. I didn't even do contouring or foundation or anything like that. I just did the red streaks and the purple crescent, and I was done. And then I have my friend who was doing the dragon lady, and she did super intense scale makeup that she highlighted every single individual scale. So I was standing there waiting, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go down to the dealer's floor, and I'll meet you there. Because I'm ready, and I'm only here for a day, and you're here for the whole weekend. And at that convention, there were these little dragon puppets, and I just didn't bring enough money with me for that day to get one of those dragon puppets. I was probably about $10 off. And I asked every single person in our group if they could spare me $10 and I would pay them back. And I am good for it. I pay back the money that I owe, usually within a couple weeks. It doesn't just sit there as an IOU forever. But none of them were willing to give me $10. They're like, no, my money. Understandable, because a couple of them in the group didn't really know me all that well. But those who knew me, I was like, if I borrow money, which I rarely ever do, I'm going to pay it back. So I didn't get the little dragon puppet, but I hope I see that dealer again if conventions ever happen again. And then I can get one of her little dragon puppets because I like her dragon puppets. They're cool. And I am going to stop this live stream there before I go any further because I only have 2 minutes left and I need a bathroom break. So, thanks for showing up, those who did. And I am not live streaming very often, but I am posting videos as close to every Wednesday as Sunday, as often as I can manage. I'll try my best. Next up, coming tomorrow, should be Captain Jack Sparrow, and then it should be me as Vanellope, featuring Wonderland Heart's work, and then after that should be a mushroom hat. I am excited about my mushroom hat. See you next time. Bye.